It's the Miss Knockout Show on the airwaves. So like, if I, share if I, bless if I, the flow. It's the Miss Knockout Show. Now you already know. Hot topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for? MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beats to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat goes shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessed if I let the energy fly. Hit that tapify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the Miss Knockout Show. Knockout Show, hot topics, beats and the glow. You rockin' with Miss Knockout. Let's go.
Tree is here. Jay is here. Chiquita's here. Baby Kim is here. David is here. Lanavi is here. And Lorena is here. Okay, perfectly imperfect. Cooking with D is here. What you cooking up today, D? What are you cooking up today? Everybody come on in. My name is Miss Knockout. We on the airways. How's everybody doing on this fun day, Sunday? All right. You know, it's a lot going on. We got the warification going on. We got the Oscars going on. And we got the internet beefs going on. We got all kinds of things going on. I'm telling you. It don't stop. Okay, they sure keeping me busy. Oh, and from the BIGO. How you doing, Sean? How you doing? I know you had popped in before. So you're not on there no more, huh? You're not on there no more. Yeah, I haven't been on there in a minute. They had made me an ambassador or something. Those sites are really hard. They are really, really hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's hard. It's hard to get yourself up. If you ain't messy, I don't know. If you ain't messy, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So everybody come on. Everybody, come on in. It's Miss Knockout. It's the Miss Knockout Show. We do hot topics and breaking news and crime stories. Thank you so much, Andrea. And whatever the hot topic is at the moment, breaking news, we just do it all in here. So everybody come on in. How's everybody Sunday going? I hope you're making the best, given the climate of the country right now. I hope everybody's making the best of things and not, we don't want to feed too much into fear. You could be very fearful with what's going on. It could drive, yeah, I did try that one, Isabel. I did try that. All those apps are, to me, they like a pyramid scheme. They're like a pyramid scheme. The people on the top stay at the top, and the people at the bottom stay at the bottom. Now, on the B to the IGO app, if you messy, then you're going to go up, right? It's hard for a person like me who actually has content to drive all those apps on those, because it's driven by money. See, the clock is driven and it pushes you out by how good your content is. So if I went right now and Diddy was coming in court and I ran out there to the courtroom, everybody be flooded in my room. But when I go on those apps, they don't care if it's the second coming of Jesus in my room. If nobody's dropping money on you in your room and nobody's watching you, you don't go up. So it's the people that stay on the top, and people that stay on the bottom, stay on the bottom. The Clizop, the U to the Tube Z, the Face to the Book Z, the XE, it'll go out if you have great content. And I do better on those apps. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those people on the F app and on the E app and all those apps, they don't got no content. All they got is the gift of gab to make people drop money on it. And they bring people over from the clock or wherever, and they just talk people into dropping money on them, and then they go up. So I thrive off of real content and people coming in and really hanging on to what I'm talking about. They ain't talking about squat. You know what I'm saying? But they got money being dropped on them, so they go up. I mean, I'm going to give the E app a little bit more of a chance. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, my friends, you know, my circle, you know, and shout out to Mel, man. Mel really put the battery in my back to go on Wide to the Tubesy. And if you go over there and look at it, I design my own graphics. I design my own background. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning the third party app. You know, I want to get the key for the clock, but it's hard for me to get the key for the clock because my computer isn't strong enough to run the app. I have to do 3 lives, 25 minutes a piece to get the key on the app so I could put it in my StreamYard, and then that way, you see how it looks on, let me show you how it looks on the tube. I could go on, hold on. I could bring myself up there. Hold up, yo. Let me bring myself up here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I could bring myself up on the tube. Yeah, I could bring I'm going to show you how it looks. Let me show you how it looks. Okay, it's live. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to show you how I look on the tubular. All right? Just so you can see. And you know, I'm a person that I learn real quick. I learn stuff real quick. All right? Okay, hold on. I got to cut the volume down. Okay, so let me pull it up here. All right, that's my new intro on there. All right, we got a whole intro. All right, so now look. Let me bring myself up here. I'm going to turn the volume down because, you know, you're going to hear me talking live and I'm talking here and I'm talking there and it's going to be jumbled. But I want to show you how it looks on there. Okay, look at this, y'all. Let me bring the volume down. I hear me. You see that? You see the border? Look at the border. I got the background. Okay, I'm frozen now. I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I'm a little frozen. So I froze up. So that means I gotta close some windows because I'm frozen. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me close some windows because she's frozen. So it'll come back in a minute. Yeah. So it's frozen now, but you can still hear me talking. You know, freezes up because I have too many windows open. You know what I'm saying? So it freezes up. But it's all good. It'll come back in. All right, so everybody, you can hear me, but I'm frozen. You know? So everybody come on in. Oh, see, there I'm back. Come on in, everybody. It's Miss Knockout. Welcome to the Miss Knockout Show. Yeah, I froze for a minute. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. We froze for a little minute. I froze again. Look at that. So I got to close some of these windows. You know what I'm saying? And let me close some of these windows. Hold on so I can stop freezing. So everybody come on in. It's the Miss Knockout Show. I just wanted to show y'all how I looked on them. All right, see, I'm frozen again because I got too many windows open. But hey, it's all good. It'll come back in. It'll come back in. So everybody, come on in. It's a Miss Knockout Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm just closing some of the windows so I could stop freezing up. All right, the more windows I got, the more it freezes. And come on in, everybody. So we're going to talk about a lot today. Am I still frozen over there? Somebody go over there and look. I had to take it down over here because, you know, it's freezing up. Yeah, I think it's unfrozen. Oh, I'm freezing up a lot. I'm freezing up a lot. It's all good. So everybody come on in. It's the Miss Knockout Show. How's everybody doing today? We're going to talk about a lot today. See, I got to restart my computer before I go on so that it could stop freezing. Otherwise, it's, you know, it's like it goes crazy because my computer isn't strong enough to like push it out. All right, so we're going to talk about a lot today. We're going to talk about the Oscars. All right, we're going to talk about the Oscars, and we're going to talk about a lot of things. Let me get that off of here. We're going to talk about a lot of things that's going on in the world today, hot topics, so on and so forth. Okay, I got to remember to, I got to restart my computer too before I go live. Am I still frozen on there? Somebody go over there and look and see if I'm still frozen. So I might be still frozen. I don't know. So everybody come on in. How's everybody doing on this Sunday fun day? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. All right. You're not? I'm not frozen? Okay, good. Everybody welcome to the live. It's the Miss Knockout Show. We are on the airways. All right. So today we're going to talk about a lot. Okay, the warification is still going on. Maybe it's just my computer that's freezing up. And it's a lot going on. We got celebrity beefs. We got my girl Clarissa is beefing with 50 again. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy over there. But we want to talk about the Oscars is going on tonight. Now we're going to show the Oscars on tonight on the Clizot. But we're not going to show it on we're not going to show it over there over on the Tubular and the other places because I don't want them to restrict my channelification. All right, but we're gonna get into the Oscars and hold on, y'all. So let's get into the Oscars and everything that's going on. I want a list of all the winners and everything. Now, one of my fan favorites is Teyana Taylor. All right, everybody tapify, everybody shareify. Let's build the room up. All right, everybody put hashtags in the comments, and I need everybody to shareify it to at least 10 to 15 people. All right, and let's get the room out. Let's get the room out. And we're gonna talk about the Oscars. I'll be showing the Oscars tonight on the Tick to the TZ. All right, but not on the other platforms because I don't know how they're gonna feel about that. So we're not gonna do it. All right, but we are gonna watch it on the Tick to the Clizot. All right, and my favorite that's going on is Teyana Taylor. Is my favorite that's going on the Oscars right now, and she came up swiftly, very swiftly. She came up. Some people was like, "How did she come up that quick?" Well, I watched Teyana's whole grind. I watched the whole grind. I even went to her birthday party. Her mother was there. Very down to earth family. Very humble. You know what I'm saying? Very much in person. Like, you know how you see somebody in person and you be like, online don't do them no justice. Like, she's really down to earth, really humble, really relatable. You know what I'm saying? They say redheads have more fun. That's right, Pam. And this is my knockout coming with the heat here. Right? And so, I watched Teyana Taylor's whole grind, and she didn't. I disagree with people saying like she just popped up and in all these people's room or all the rooms with all the big people and acting. You see her with Leonardo DiCaprio. You see her with all the big A-list actor stars, and I feel like Teyana belongs in that room. She worked hard and long and had a tumultuous grind and had her come to Jesus moments and dealt with her relationships. And now she finally, like, she got new sneakers. Yeah, I like her sneaker line. She's very creative. She is very creative. A very creative person. I feel like she should go into like fashion, saying maybe even wigs, right? Hold on, y'all. This seat's got all kinds of lumps and bumps going up my kazooza, right? I feel like she should go into fashion, or maybe like a wig line or something like that. She's very fashion forward. She already got her own sneakers, online. I feel like she should do a whole line of sneakers. You know, maybe like after like the Yeezy, like the something like the Yeezy or something like that. How he had his line of sneakers. But Tiana Taylor, you know, is a business woman also, and I feel she got some act right with her to deal with the powers that be, because you know Kanye got in there and he crashed out every which way but loose. All right. Oh yeah, he did. Well, I don't know that for sure. You know, I don't know that for sure. Maybe they had a little spat. They're cool now though. I seen her talking to him in some videos. It seems like they're cool now. Hey, you never know why people fall out, right? So now, who's the list? Let's see. The list, absolutely. Here's a full list. Okay, so it's the 98 Academy Awards. All right. Wait, hold on. Let me check and see who's on the other side. Hold on, let's see. Hey, Mississippi. Mississippi's over there. Hey, Mississippi. Everybody come on in. Mississippi is over there. All right, what's up? I'm not frozen, Mississippi, am I? Am I frozen? Yes or no? Hey, David. David, I'm on the wire again. I'm learning. Hey, Reed. Hey, Reed 5. You know, I'm learning. My computer is like, I empty all these apps off my computer figuring it'll be stronger. You know what I'm saying? Blueface got KO'd. He did? Who he got KO'd by, Pam? Pam is in here talking about people got knocked out and KO'd. What's going on over there, Pam? You watch all the you watch Violent today? Oh, he lost? Oh, did he have a fight? Because I think Blueface is trying to be a boxer too. Ain't he? Ain't Blueface trying to be a boxer too? You good? Okay, I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, Blueface, yeah, I closed some of the windows. I got to close all the windows that I'm not using. Yeah, Blueface is trying to be a boxer too. He's trying to be a boxer too. Yeah, I got to close all these windows I'm not using. You know what I'm saying? And Krishan got a big match coming up. I believe it's in April, right? I love me some Miss Knockout. Hey, Riri. I love you too. I love everybody. All right? I love my whole community. So everybody come on in. So let's get into these Oscars going on today. All right, so it's the 98 Academy Awards airing Sunday, March 15th from the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, hosted by Conan O'Brien. And this year, it has 49 categories. And it's the first Oscars with the new Best Casting category. So there's a new category in the Oscars. It's called the Best Casting category. Right? Do you feel like there's a need for that? The best casting, because the people that's in that TLC they have a TLC theater musical coming, and I don't know if they did a good job doing the casting. The one that they chose for T-Bars, they should have had Little Mama should have played Left Eye on the stage play. I don't know if she would have time to do it or not. Why does it feel like I got all kinds of, I'm sitting on this pillow and it's so lumpy. It's like something sticking up my kawooza. And I don't want nothing sticking up there. All right. It's supposed to come out, not go up. So I watched Blueface last night and he lost. Oh, he had a, so Blueface had a boxing match. Right? Yeah. I feel like something's going up my, ASS. It's not comfortable. Right? So, well, I gotta look into that. I didn't know Blueface had a boxing match. Now, Krishan got a professional boxing match coming up. But we'll talk about that later. All right? So, they got a new category. It's called the Best Casting category. And that's a category where they judge the people who did the best casting. I wonder, is it going to be casting agencies? Are they going to have best background casting? Shout out to Grant Wilfie. Casting Network, Central Casting, right? Can you imagine if they have a best background casting category? They should. Those people deserve an award. They deserve an award, right? Okay, so this year has 24 categories, and it's the first Oscars with the best casting category. The biggest headline coming in is that Sinners leads with a record 16 nominations. 16 nominations. Woo! Wow. Let that sink in. 16 nominations? Hey, Dogtown. What's up, everybody? Come on in. Everybody share Father Live. We jumping right in our topics today. All right? 16 nominations they got. Can you imagine? Wow, how many Oscars is Michael B. Jordan gonna get? Wow, right? Michael B. Jordan is the man right now. I got a feeling that Tiana Taylor's gonna win. I got a feeling and a premonition that Tiana Taylor is going to win. Okay, so Sinners leads with 16 nominations. Did everybody like that movie? Drop a comment if you like that movie, Sinners. Was it a good movie? It was very interesting. It was the evil people had to get invited into the house. Like, it made you think before somebody says, oh, can I come inside, knock out? And then you're in your mind, do they want to get invited like on Sinners? Like, I'm scared. Okay, everybody, thank you so much, Deshaun. Thank you, everybody, coming on in. Yeah, thank you. So, Sinners leads with a record 16 nominations. And while one battle after another is right behind it with 13 nominations. What makes this year easy to talk about is that is very clear. The top tier of the Oscars, the conversations is centered around Sinners this year. Sinners is at the top of the conversation. One battle after another. Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Frankenstein, Sentimental Value, The Secret Agent, Train Dreams, Bugonia, and F1. Ooh, F1 sounds like the thing we put in the comments when we mess up. F1. That's something we put on the tick to the clizzard when we say the wrong thing or whatever. Everybody puts an F1 in the comments. All right? I'm frozen over here. Are you frozen over here on the clock, Mississippi? Am I frozen over here, y'all? Go out and come back in, Mississippi. Am I frozen, y'all? Yes or no? Am I frozen? Yes or no, y'all? Yes, no? On YT. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen over there? Oh, so I'm frozen on YT. I'm frozen now. Okay, frozen on... Dang. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Do I start it and stop it again? Am I still frozen? What if I clear? Can I clear it? If I'm online and I'm using online, can I clear the cookies? Let me try to clear the cookies. Well, hold on. Let me try to clear the data. Hold on, y'all. Let me clear the data. Browser data, cookies, images. Okay, download history. Okay, let me try it. I could clear the cookies, right? Can I clear the cookies and it won't affect me, right? Yeah, let's try to clear the cookies, y'all. Watching 50 Cent's new movie, Moses, the Black Omar. Okay. Look over there now, Mississippi. Let me know if I'm frozen. I'm clearing the cookies. Let's see if that helps. Every time I clear the cookies, it clears my passwords and all of that. But hey, we're going to keep going because you can hear me, though, but you can't see me. Right? I'm good now? Yeah. I think I got to, what I got to do is before I go live, I need to, refresh my screen before I go live. Refresh it. Right? So everybody come on in and then close all the possible windows that I'm not using. You know what I'm saying? Let me close all of them. Okay, everybody's talking. Okay, let me close all this window. I'll just go. If I got to go on my email, I'll go on my phone. All right. right, everybody come on in. Because, my computer, I need a stronger computer, Everything costs money, right? All right, let's get back to the Oscars. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm just closing all these windows. I got to clear the cookies in this, too. Okay, wait, let me clear the cookies in this one, too. We're going to clear all the cookies. I'm just going to have to put my passwords in again. Okay, so let's clear all the cookies. Maybe that'll help. It doesn't help when you clear the cookies, y'all. Where's my computer scientist at? If I clear the hook cookies, would it stop me from freezing up or no? Yes or no? Okay, cookies, cache. All right. It's good now? It's good? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to clear the cookies. Let's see. Browsing history, search bar. Maybe not the browsing history. I don't know. Maybe the browsing history. Okay, let's see. Supposedly it helps. Okay, let's see. We need all the help we could get. I just got to put my passwords back in. So anyway, let's get back to the Oscars. Everybody, welcome in. I'm Miss Knockout. I'm your host for the day. All right? I need you to make sure you shareify, likeify, tapify, and on the other side, make sure you hit the like button. All right? Make sure you hit that like button to make sure the video goes out. So we're just starting out, so we just we're getting the bare minimum. But hey, I think with consistency, we'll move forward eventually. Right? So everybody come on in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the share. Thank you so much for the share. All right. So let's see. Okay, hold on, y'all. Oh, I forgot. Okay, hold on, y'all. I got to do one thing. We got to do one thing. Oh, man. All right, so we'll talk. Everybody come on in. We're doing Oscar talk tonight. I will be showing the Oscaration over here on the clock. Not on the Y to the TZ. Because the Y to the TZ might get at me for that. All right? It might get at me for that. So we'll come on over here and then we'll watch it this evening. What time does it air this evening? Does anybody know? What time does it air? Well, we'll be watching. So let's get back to it. All right? So, the Oscars this year is centered around Sinners, One Battle After Another, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Frankenstein. I didn't even know it was a new Frankenstein movie out. Did y'all see the Frankenstein movie? I didn't even know that. Sentimental Value, The Secret Agent, Train Dreams, Bulgania, and F1. Now, they got a new scary picture coming out. At 8 p.m.? Okay. I'll start with the red carpet. Yeah, I'm going to start with the red carpet. Yeah, we'll start with the red carpet. I'll take a little... We'll go this morning through the hot topics, right? Then I'll take a little breakification because I'm not going to stay on until 8 p.m. now. That's too long. People got stuff to do. They got to go scratch their ass. Take a dump, eat, go stare at the wall. People ain't going to stay in here with me for 11 hours. So we're going to go hot topics this morning. And then we're going to take a break. And then we're going to come back for the red carpet. I surely will, Liz. Hey, Liz. Hey. All right. So now, half of these movies I never seen before. Have y'all seen any of these movies? Because I haven't seen it before. Have y'all seen any of the movies? Can't pause. Let me hit the like button when you come in, please. Yes. Mississippi, I'm gonna make you a moderator over here. Let's see, how do I make you a moderator? How do we make Mississippi a moderator? Oh, I know. Okay, I learned how to do that. Okay, how do I make... Oh, okay. Now, how do I make Mississippi a moderator over here? I gotta learn how to do it, Mississippi. I've seen it before. But I don't know how to do it. How do I make Mississippi a moderator? Let's see. I gotta figure it out, Mississippi. I did see how to do it at one time. I did see how to do it. But I gotta figure it out, Mississippi. When I figure it out, then I'll be able to make you a moderator. Because I don't know how to do it right now. How do I do it? Let's see. I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out, Mississippi. I'll figure it out. So anyway, everybody come on in. Everybody Tapify. Everybody Sharefy. We're in the middle of Hot Topics. All right. We're on all platformifications. Okay, we're on all platties. All right, so make sure you go check out the replay. Stay over here if you on the clock. Stay over here because I need you over here, right? But go check the replay on Y to the Tubesy. You can watch everything all back now. That's the good thing about it. All right, so I'm gonna figure it out, Mississippi. I did see it. Let's see, people. I did see it. I did see how to do. Wait, let's see if I click on your picture. I did see how to do it. So I got to figure it out, Mr. When I figure it out, then I'll be able to make you a moderator. Okay? So let's get back to the Oscars. Okay? That's what we're discussing now. Everybody coming in that's new. We're discussing the Oscars. Happy Sunday, fun day. Everybody likeify. Everybody shareify. Everybody tapify. Oh, I closed the Tickfinity. Okay, hold on. Let's open the Tickfinity again so y'all can talk. Let's open this up so y'all can talk because I know y'all want to be talking. And if you want to talk, join my super fans and my top gifters to talk, my moderators and my super fans. That's who could talk in the line. All right. So if you want to talk, that's what you do. All right. So has anybody seen any of those movies? Sinners, One Battle After Another is the one that Teyana Taylor's in. I didn't watch that yet. Is that good? Who's seen One Battle After Another? Who's seen that? Blessings to you. Hey, big Bobs. Hey. Chiquita didn't see it. Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't watch that yet. I got to watch it. That's what Teyana Taylor's getting all his buzz from. They said she did a really good job in that movie. I find the girls from Harlem are really good actors. Little Mama's a good actor. She's from Harlem. Teyana Taylor. A$AP Rocky was in a movie with Denzel. You know, he did a pretty good job. I got to go back and watch that. You know, the Spike Lee movie with Denzel. So, those are the films that keep popping up across major, you know, major posts and articles, especially big picture, acting, directing, writing, and other crafts. All right. And remember, they got, you know, hair, they got makeup, you know what I'm saying? They got people who do hair, get Oscars and stuff. It's not only the actors, the writers, the costume designers, the hair and makeup. All right. What's up, Classy Sexy Queen? We're talking about the Oscars tonight. Everybody come on in. We'll be showifying on here. All right. Later on, we'll do the red carpet and everything. All right. So, so Sinners is like a vampire tale set in the segregation era in the American South that celebrates blues music, black culture, while One Battle After Another is a darkly comic thriller starring Leonardo DiCaprio as a former political radical and single father. So is he the father of Teyana Taylor's kid? Who's seen that movie, One Battle After Another? Drop a comment if you've seen One Battle After Another. And I'm going to be looking for guests over at my Y to the TZ, because I'm going to be doing some topics of what I'll be inviting people on. Okay, if you experiencing SS trafficking, if you're suffering from depression, I'll have different topics that we'll discuss. And I'll bring a panel of people on music. We'll have a music panel. I'm going to invite people in which we'll review your music. Okay, we'll have a music review in which I'll invite, my friends. I got Psycho Les. I got Bobby Simmons from Stetsasonic. I got different people will come in and listen to your music and give you critique on it. All right? And I'll figure out, a little prize for the winner. Figure out a little prize and stuff. All right? Maybe the winner, maybe I'll partner with the thing about music, right? We're going to go back to the Oscars. I don't want to stray off topic. But the pet peeve I have now in the music industry is that when you bring these people up in your live, like Timbaland bringing people up in the live, they singing and rapping their heart out, what are you actually doing for them? Do they win and get something? Like, how are you moving artists ahead? And as an artist, that's where I see the lack is. Everybody's using people for content. Everybody's taking people money. But how are you helping the artists? And that's what I want to form the connection of the disconnect in that. How can I help you move forward? Hell, I need to help myself move forward. But if I can help somebody else in the process, why not? All right, let's get back to the Oscars. Okay, we don't want to stray off topic. All right. So Mississippi, am I good still over there? So Sinners celebrates the blues music and black culture, while One Battle After Another is a darkly comic thriller. Right? I want to see that movie. I haven't seen it yet. And it's starring Leonardo DiCaprio as a former political radical and a single father. That gives you a perfect contrast for your the people in the audience, like to see the diversity of the films. Right? So, let's give the full breakdown of the Best Picture nominees. Let's start there. All right? Hey, Fan Raymond is here. Hey, what's up, y'all? Okay, I got to jump back and forth to the comments over here, y'all. We got to jump back and forth to see who's in the room. So far, it's just Mississippi. That's okay. We're going to build up. I ain't worried about it. Consistency is key. Okay, so let's start with Begonia. Begonia is one of the first one of the Best Picture nominees, okay? And it has also landed nominations for Best Actress, Adapted Screenplay, and Original Score. The film is directed by Yorgos Lanthimos and stars Emma Stone in a gender-flipped adaptation of the South Korean cult film Save the Green Planet. So it's like an adaptation of the cult film Save the Green Planet, which was based in South Korea. All right. Hey, Mademoiselle. I don't see how it was comedic. Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I don't know, Misdemeanor, right? Because I didn't watch it. Right? What did I say was comedic? What did I say was comedic? I don't remember. But let's continue. The premise is while two men believe a corporate executive is secretly an alien plotting the Earth's destruction. That gives, that so that's what that's about. Right? So F1 is the Best Picture and is also scored nominations for the film's editing, sound, and visual effect. So it was described in a story that following Brad Pitt as a Formula. Brad Pitt is starred as a Formula One driver, making a comeback alongside Damson Idris on the fictional APXGP team. That's the name of the team of the drivers. All right. So, this is more of a crowd pleasers in the race, and a big studio sport drama, and a serious technical muscle rather than the typical intimate art house Oscar film. Right? Thank you so much for the shares, Deshaun. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hold on. Okay, so let's move on to so F1 stands for Formula One. That's what F1 stands for, right? So that's Formula One. So let's move on to Frankenstein. Who's seen Frankenstein? I didn't even know it was a new Frankenstein movie out. How come you all didn't tell me it was a new Frankenstein movie out? How come? How come you all didn't tell me? All right, so let's move on to Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is one of the most heavily nominated films of the year. It is up for the Best Picture, Supporting Actor, Cinematology, Costume Design, Makeup, and Hairstyling. The makeup artists and the hairstylists, they deserve their awards too. Let me tell you, those people be working on that set. They be working. Original score, production design too. The production design department, they make anything in the blink of the eye. I remember when I did the film with Denzel and Spike Lee, right? I went to set, they made a whole train. I went inside, it looked just like a train inside. I said, how do these people do these things? They are so talented. They deserve awards. Adapted screenplay. All right? So, Frankenstein, once again, is nominated for Best Picture, Supporting Actor, Cinematology, Costume Design, Makeup, Hairstyling, Original Score, that's the music, Production Design, Sound, and Adapted Screenplay. Just looking at the nomination list, it tells you that the Academy loves this film's craft, all right? And it feels like one of those classic Oscar players in the game, right? That might win, they might not win, but they absolutely made their mark. That's Frankenstein. Let's move on to Hamnet. Hamnet is a large contender. It is nominated for Best Picture, Best Actress, okay, casting. So that's the new category, is casting, y'all. Isn't that good? So casting directors is winning awards now. That's exciting. Shout out to all my casting directors. Give me a job. Give me a job. Hello? I can handle it. She flings her hair. All right. So Hamnet is nominated for Best Picture, Best Actress, Casting, Costume Design, Directing, Original Score, Production Design, and Adapted Screenplay. And it says the film is set in Stratford upon Avon and London, and follows a young Shakespeare falling for Agnes, and then centers grief over unaliving of their son Hamnet, eventually leading towards the creation of Hamlet. Other coverage emphasizes that the story is seen largely through Agnes's perspective. So it's from Agnes's perspective, right? Which is one of the reasons Jessie Buckley has become such a major Best Actress front runner. All right? Anybody familiar with Jessie Buckley? Well, go ahead now, Jessie. You in the big leagues, girl. I'm trying to get like you. Okay. Thank you for the orange heart. Everybody get your orange heart. Everybody tapify. Everybody shareify. I ain't even shareify it. Hold on, y'all. Let me shareify it with my peoples in them. I forgot. I was talking so much, I forgot to shareify it, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let's shareify it. Mississippi is here. All right. Let's see. Bevy. Dang, I should have been shareified it. See, they done miss most of it. Okay. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me shareify it. Hold on now. Great cabs. Let's see. All right. Okay, hold on, y'all. I got shareify with a couple more people, and then we'll be good to go. Here we got I love it, Tiffany. All right. So we definitely gonna be back on for the Oscars tonight, y'all. All right. Half of the movies I don't even know, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That is okay. I'll catch up on the movies in some point, but I just don't be having time to sit there and watch the movies. Right? Everybody make sure you repost, share it to your story. Make sure you repost. Hold on, let me repost this. Let me share it to the story. And let me repost. Oh, it's no repost. I don't get no repost. All right. Okay, everybody, come on in. So that's Hamnet. All right. So let's move on to the next movie in the nominations. It is called Marty Supreme. Have anybody heard of Marty Supreme? Did anybody watch that movie? So Marty Supreme landed Best Picture, Best Actor, Casting, Cinematology, Casting Design, Directing Film, Editing, Production Design, and Original Screenplay. Entertainment Weekly describes it as a starring Timothy Chalamet as a 1950s ping pong hustler. What is that? Hey, Andrea, hey, thank you so much. What is a ping pong hustler, y'all? Anybody know what a ping pong hustler is? Inspired by a real-life legend, Marty Reisman, charting his rise and the personal course of his ambition. This one is the easiest movies that's going to go over in the Oscar. All right. So, because, I never knew that they had ping pong. Oh, man. So that is some of the breakdown. Hold on. Oh. Okay, I want of the nominees. Okay, so I want a full list of the nominees and the categories. All right, so let's see. So we're gonna show the Oscars tonight over here, but not the Y to the TZ and all of y'all. I don't know how y'all gonna act because I can't show it over there. Okay, because the Y to the TZ be acting up and they be like boom bang boom bang bing bang boom, and we just got over there. We don't need the boom bang bing. Thank you, Cindy. You know what I'm saying? Like what's it they say? We don't need the bop 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 bop. Right? Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. All right. So that is tonight. All right. And we got all of those as contenders. Marty Supreme, Hamnet, that's based on Hamlet. I kind of want to see Frankenstein, and I want to see One Battle After Another. I seen Sinners. I seen Sinners already. All right. So did we go over Begonia? Is one of the weirder titles in the lineup, and it's nominated for Best Picture, Best Actress for Emma Stone. It's an adapted screenplay and the original score. Okay, and so if y'all like artsy movies, that's the one for you. Hey, thank you so much, Andrea. Secret Agent is nominated for Best Picture, and is also an international feature. And Wagner Moore is nominated for Best Actor. All right, and it's a historical one in Brazil. Right, so it's a global film. So sentimental let's see, hold on. Sentimental value. Wait, hold on. Okay, we talked about that one. Okay, sentimental. I haven't seen that one. A lot of these movies I haven't seen. Okay, my scroller isn't working. Doggone it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the Woody hat. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Teal is here. So let's go over the well, hold on, let me finish. So we talked about One Battle After Another. Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, Wagner Moura for Secret Agent. All right. Sentimental Value is an emotional family drama contender, and it's picked up for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and even 2 Best Supporting Actress nominees. And that tells you that the ensemble is hard hitting with the voters. Hey, J Marks, you was in there last night. You was making me dizzy, J Marks. You had that guitar. J Marks had the guitar going like this. Look, y'all. Look, y'all. My guitar is a little small. Jay Cox had the guitar going on in his live, right? And then he was in this thing where he kept on spinning and jerking around. And I was like, wow, he just kept on spinning. It was almost like he was on a ride, right? And he's playing all the oldies but goodies. You know, y'all follow J Mark. Okay, sorry, Miss Narco. Oh, no, y'all don't. I'm just joking, J Marks. I'm just joking. It was fun. So I was in there. J Marks plays all the hits. You know, he plays all the hits and the throwbacks. Y'all follow J Mark. When do you usually go live, J Mark? Hey, Lizzie, when do you go live? Mississippi, is it frozen over there? I think she gonna let me know. Mississippi, let me know if it's nothing I could do about it. I can't stop it. When it freezes over there, you can still, thank you, Cindy, thank you. Look at the little bear. Hey, it freezes, but you can still hear me talk. Okay? You can still hear me talk. Okay, so J Mark goes Monday through Saturday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right? He's over there with Kiss My Grits. I know her from the other app. You know, a few people over there. So shout out to J Marks. J Marks was like, sorry, I'm just joking with you. It was funny because you kept on going around like this and you was playing that guitar. And you was serious playing that guitar. You know what I'm saying? The air tar, whatever they call it. All right, everybody come on in. We're discussing the Oscars. All right, everybody come on in. We'll be showing the Oscars over here, but not over on the Y. And, you know, I don't know about the other places. Right, but we'll be showing it over here. All right. So, let's see. So, Secret Agent was nominated for Best Picture, International Film. That's with Wagner Moura, and he's, you know, up for Best Actor, and that's a global film. Sentimental Value is an emotional family drama contender and is picked up for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and even 2 Best Supporting Actress nomination. And, you know, it tells you that it has a hard-hitting ensemble with the voters. And this is one of those films that people talk about as like an intimate and layered, and it's very actors-driven film. Okay? Let's see. That's Sentimental Value. You can tell by the title, Sentimental. All right? And then there's Train Dreams, rounds out Best Picture, and it doesn't have the giant nominations total of some of the others, but it still shows up in cinematography, original song, and adapted screenplay. That usually means that the film has a strong respect in the Academy for its atmosphere, storytelling, and craft. All right? So now let's go to the acting races, because there are people that were really starting to place bets on who is getting what, and it's getting emotional out here. I'm behind Tiana Taylor. I'm rooting for Tiana. Come on, baby, let's go all the way, right? In Best Actor, the nominees are Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, of course, for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for Secret Agent. Remember when Michael B. Jordan was on that red carpet and he seen the girl from his high school? And he said, I remember you. She said that something about he was corny or something like that. Well, that's why you got to be careful. You got to be careful how you treat people, how you act towards people, and how you move with people, because you don't know who's the next rock star. Look at the girl he seen on the red carpet. She said that he was corny in high school. All right. Thank you, Deshaun. And then it winds up that no Hugh oh no Hugh Jackman. What did he star in, J Marks? What did he star in? I didn't finish the whole list yet. We didn't finish the whole list, y'all. Okay, so we're on Best Actor. We got to go down the list. All right, and we'll be airing the Oscars on here tonight. I got CBS downloaded in my application, honey. We learning how to do it over here, baby. like Shampoo said, the pivot is crazy, darling. All right. So, Best Actor, once again, Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for Secret Agent. So it's a tight running. Who y'all got on that? Who y'all got? Put in the comments who you got on Best Actor. Put it in the comments, y'all. Who you got? I'm gonna go for Michael B. Jordan first, and then Leonardo DiCaprio is my second choice. I'm biased. I ain't seen none of them films. I'm biased. I'm just choosing them, right? But who y'all got? All right. So Jordan has the momentum of the most nominated movies, and Chalamet has the flashy transformation role, and DiCaprio has the prestige narrative. And Moura has the major international breakthrough energy. All right, that's the best actor. So let's go to Best Actress. Let me see, is Tiana Taylor in this category? Okay, so in Best Actress, you got Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byron for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Who said that? Is that the name of the movie? Is that the name of the movie? So Rose is in a movie called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Who heard of that movie before? That whoever came with that title is a key. That title is a key. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue. Renat Riensve, these names are getting me, Pony. These names are sending me. For Sentimental Value. Emma Stone for Begonia. And Buckley is the name that keeps coming up the most in coverage and as a likely winner. Okay, so everybody, that's the favorite is Buckley. But it makes sense because Hamnet is an exactly kind of performance and grief-driven film that offers powers an actress to go for the win. Because, she's emotional. You know what I'm saying? Yes, a really down movie. Oh, it was really down. Yeah, that's what it's saying. It was really down. So Best Supporting Actor is Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo for Sinners, Sean Penn, oh, we haven't heard that for a while, right? For One Battle After Another, Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value, and that category is stacked with heavyweights. And what makes it fun is that the two of the biggest movies of the night, Sinners and One Battle After Another, are both fighting hard for the win over here. Okay, Penn was really good. Yeah, he's a great actor. He's a great actor. I remember I was background in a film with Sean Penn. I think it was called The Interpreter. Remember that film, The Interpreter? I'm in the audience as a congressman. I'm in the sea of the background. In the sea of background. So, Best Supporting Actress. Oh, Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor. Yes, go Tiana. Woo! Tiana Taylor is in this. You go, girl. Yeah, Tiana, girl. Tiana is in this. Let's give a hands for Tiana Taylor. Let me turn my little doggone on. All right. So Tiana Taylor, okay, I didn't even get to reading it because I got so excited. I just glazed over her name and got so excited, right? So Best Supporting Actress is Ellie Fanning and Inga Absdata Lilius. These names are sending me. Both for Sentimental Value. Amy Madigan for Weapons. Wunmi Masako for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. You can tell who I want to win. Oh, come on, Tiana. Come on, Tiana. Come on, getting an Oscar. Moving from music and getting an Oscar is a flex and a pivot of a lifetime. All right. So One Battle After Another. The fact that Sentimental Value got two women in there, so Sentimental Value got two women in the running, is a huge sign of how much that ensemble connected with the voters. All right. So is that a sign that they might win because they got two people in there? I don't know. Right. So let's go to Best Supporting Actress. We did now for Best Director. The Best Director category is really nice this year because every nominee belongs to a different filmmaking style. So you got Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. We got Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme. We got Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. We got Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value. And we got Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Sinners is in there, honey. People note that Zhao's nomination is a historic in the broader context of women in this category, and stylistically the lineup is all over the map in a good way. So it's like, it's global, right? So in the screenplay races, the adapted screenplay has Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. Original screenplay has Black Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Values, and Sinners. Right? So yeah, so those are for adapted screenplay and original screenplay. Okay, adapted screenplay means it was adapted from another novel or whatever, and original screenplay means it was stored up in the person's head. All right. The animation lineup is Arco, Aleo, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. Okay, K-pop Demon Hunters also got into original song with Golden, which helped it stand out beyond in the animation category. So that's for my people who like watching the animated cartoons. The documentary feature nominees are The Alabama Solution, Come See Me in a Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Nobody Against Putin. Is that the Putin over there in Russia? They got a documentary about him. Wow, I want to watch that. That sounds very interesting. Hey, Miss D. Hey, what's up, Day Interest? Hey, Kimberly is here. Hey, Kim. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. What's up, Big? What's up? Let's see, Edward. What's up, Edward? What's up, everybody coming in? Did I miss anybody? Drop a comment if I didn't say hi to you yet. Drop a comment. Hey, Spooky. Thank you for getting your orange heart. Thank you. Everybody come on in. We're talking about the Oscars, and I will be showing the Oscars tonight on the Tick to the Clips app. I'll put all the information, I'll put it up. All right, so that's the original score. All right. So we got the tech races. Don't forget that. All right. The technical in like cinematology and costume design, editing, production design, sound. You know what I'm saying? And movies that keep coming back in that category is Sinners, One Battle After Another, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Frankenstein, and I got to see. Anybody seen that new Frankenstein? I didn't even know it was a new Frankenstein. Okay, so the biggest question of the night is simple: does the Academy fully embrace a bold genre film like Sinners, or would they lean towards a more traditional prestige on a choice like One Battle After Another, or maybe even Hamnet, which is a story about how Hamlet was created? Right? You will watch. Yes, you will watch. Yeah. All right. So y'all want me to go through the categories again? Who wants me to run down the categories again? Okay. I'll run down the categories again. Okay. So best picture, we got Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Okay, that's best picture. Best director, we got Chloe Zhao, Hamnet, Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler, Sinners. And that's for best director. Best actor, Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, and Wagner Moore, The Secret Agent. That's best actor. Best actress, Jessie Buckley, Hamnet, Rose Byron, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. That title is sending me. Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue, Renate Reinsve, Sentimental Value, Emma Stone, Begonia. Best Supporting Actor, Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo, Sinners, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. Best Supporting Actress, my favorite category because Teyana Taylor is in there. I'm just going off on Teyana Taylor, man. We got to support our people. All right. Ellie Fanning, Sentimental Value. Inga Elsdada Lililis, Sentimental Value. Amy Madigan, Weapons. Wunmi Masako, Sinners, and Teyana Taylor, One Battle After Another. I just got a feeling that. Don't you got a feeling that Teyana's going to win? Don't you got a feeling? Best Screenplay, Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Sinners is in like every category, right? Best Adapted Screenplay, Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. Best Animated Feature, Arco, Elio, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, or The Character of Rain, Zootopia 2. Best Documentary Feature, The Alabama Solution, Come See Me in a Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, and The Perfect Neighbor. I wonder what Mr. Nobody Against Putin is about. What's that about? It got to be Putin, a Russian man Putin, right? Best International Feature, The Secret Agent, Brazil, It Was Just an Accident, France, Sentimental Value, Norway, Sarate, Spain, and the voice of Hind Rajab, Tunisia. All right. Yeah, Teyana Taylor is gorgeous, man. She came into her own really, really good. Okay. Best Original Score, Begonia, Jerskin Fendrix, Frankenstein. Thank you, Andrea. Alexandre Desplat, Hamlet, Max Richter, One Battle After Another, Johnny Greenwood, and Sinners, Ludwig Göransson. These names are like giving me, boy, it's working my tongue, these names. Best Original Song. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you for the roses. Their best original song is Dare Me, Diane Warren Relentless. Is that her name? Oh, okay, that's the name of the song. Or is that the name of the person? I don't know. Thank you so much, J Marks. Golden K-pop Demon Wonders. I Lied to You, Sinners. Sweet Dreams of Joy, Viva Verdi. And Train Dreams, Train Dreams. So that's for original song. Best cinematography is Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Thank you, J Marks. Thank you. Best costume design: Avatar, Fire and Ash, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and Sinners. Wow, Sinners is doing it. Best film editing: F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners again. Best makeup and hairstyling: Avatar, Fire and Ash, Eddington, Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, and once again, who? Sinners. Hey, Miss D. Hey. What's up, everybody? Everybody come on in. Thank you so much, J Marks. Thank you for everybody get your orange hearts like J Marks. Right? Best production design: Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and who? Once again, Sinners. Sinners is doing it. Wow. Best sound: F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Seurat. Best visual effects: Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World Rebirth. I didn't even know it was another Jurassic out. How come you only tell me it was another Jurassic out? Lost Bus and Sinners. Best visuals. Best casting: Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. Best animated short: Car, In the Shadow of Cypress, Magic Candies, The 21, and The Wild Tempered Clavier. Best documentary short film: Death by Numbers, Eternal Father, I Am Ready Warden, Incident, and Instruments of a Beating Heart. Best documentary film. Best live action short film: Anuja, I'm Not a Robot, The Last Ranger, An Alien, A Man Who Could Never Remain Silent. Can you believe that's the name of a movie, of an action short? The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent. That means somebody that don't know how to shut the F up. I know a lot of those. All right. Best original score and song note. Okay. Sinners. Got them, they're all in there. Sinners is going to be, I predict the Sinners is going to be the big winner. They're going to be the big winner. All right, let's get into some other things. Let's go into my notes. Let's get into some other things. Okay, so we got that war that's going on. Oh, my God. We got to talk about the war. Why? Because you should know about it. You should know about the war. Everybody come on in. Let's tapify. Let's share. I got to get my coffee now. Because we got to wake up. Because, honey, homeboy, the man that starts with a T, right? Hold on. Hey, Carrie. Thank you so much, Carrie. Thank you. Hey. What's up? Glenda's here. Hey, Glenda. We're going to be airing the Oscars over here. We're going to be airing the Oscars, so everybody tune in. We're going to go to the red carpet on. All right, we're going to go to the red carpet on, so everybody tune on in. Hey, Glenda. Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you, Deshaun. Okay, let's get some coffee, y'all. We drank our water. Now let's get some coffee. Because we're going to need it, because we're going to go all day. We're going all day. We're going to take a little break. And then we're going to come back this evening. Okay. What time does the, let me see what time, let's see. What time does the red carpet and the Oscars start tonight? So we're going to start on the red carpet because that's going to be exciting. We want to see all the outfits. We're going to talk about what we like, what we don't like. Hey, Lila. Thank you so much, Lila. Thank you, everybody. Everybody come on in. We're going to talk about what we like. We're going to talk about what we don't like. We're going to talk about who look crazy and who look gorgeous. Okay. We waiting for Tiana Taylor. We waiting for your outfit to... Does it air live? Is the Oscars live or is it pre-recorded? It's going to be around... Okay, so the official Oscars red carpet show starts at 6:30 p.m. EST, and the Oscars ceremony starts about 7 p.m. EST. So 7654. So that's 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Right? So yeah. So 6:30 is not enough for the red carpet. Okay, so the E's red carpet begins at 4 p.m. though. So we're going to go to the E's red carpet at 4 p.m. Okay? So yeah. So is the Oscars live? Is the Oscars live or is it pre-recorded, y'all? Oh, no, it can't be pre-recorded because then they would know who won. Right? Then it Upper East Side. Is that what that means, Miss D? So, okay, so 3:30 is the early pre-show and ABC. What time is it? 12. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to take a little break. We're going to start at 3:30 and we're going to go on like 4 o'clock. No, we're going to start like 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock we're going to start. Okay? So we're going to take a little break. Miss Naka going to get a little food and a jelly. Y'all get your tips, dips, your little drinkifications, your little lituations, your little, situations. Or you get your cranberry juice and your water, whatever you got to get. And come on in here. We're going to have a funky, good old time. Okay? Over here, not on the other platforms, because I don't know how they're going to feel. I want to show it, so I can't show it on the other platform. All right? So, yeah. So, let's go to the warification going on, because we need to know. We need to go and know what's going on in case we got to pack a bag and run into the streets like Wild Benji. Now, last night, I was outside walking to the Chinese restaurant to get my food situation. And I'm looking at everybody, and there was a lot going on. My first thoughts was, wow, look at these people out like it's not even a war going on in New York. They're at parties, they're at the barifications, they're standing outside, they're congregating, right? And I'm like, you really got to watch where you go. Right? So let's go back to the warification. Hold on. Let's get back to the warification because we got a lot of updates. We also got updates with David. We'll see if we can get to it. And we also got updates for, well, not really updates for. I feel like they're not doing too much in the case of the missing Mrs. Nancy Guthrie. The people, like I said, was too skillful for them. This is crazy. Why they can't figure stuff out? Why you can't figure stuff out? What is so hard about it to find out where this woman's at? We'll keep watching. All right. So I was out last night. I'm going to the store. My first thoughts is looking around is I want to yell, do you not know that there's a war going on? But at the same time, people do still got to live their life. Right? But everybody's out, right? What's up, sexy? What's up, sexy Panama? Thank you for the orange heart. Everybody's out. They're about and out. Oh, I didn't put the talking on. All right. Hold on. Let me put the talking feature on so y'all can talk. Well, my people that's the super fans can talk. My top gifters can talk. And my moderators, okay? So if you want to talk, you got to be one of those 3 things. All right? Join the super fans and you can talk in the live in real time. Like, you are here with me, but, So my first thought was like, Do these people not know there's a war going on? And then my second thought is, okay, you're entitled to still live your life. You don't want to live in fear, right? Then I'm coming back from the store and I see this guy. He's keeled over on the scene and his friend is walking back and forth saying, I'm going to have you see. Oh my God, what's wrong with it? And he didn't know what was wrong with his friend. His friend was bent over. The sign was holding him up. It was one of those signs that they put on the sidewalk, that they put like the special of the day. He was leaned over the sign and the sign was holding him up. And I didn't know what was wrong with him, nor did I want to stop and get involved because, you get involved and now you're a witness. Now they're questioning you. Did you do something to him? I ain't doing my hopping thing. I'm walking by, right? But his friend is panicking. He's like, oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with him. The guy is passing out. And my first thoughts is you gotta watch what you eat. You gotta watch what you drink. You gotta watch what you smokeify. You gotta watch what you take. You gotta watch out. Because we don't know how these people are gonna get their lick back at us. You got to watch out, right? So I go get my Chinese food. I come inside and I'm like, wow, it's going to be a long, hot summer because now I want to go out. I want to bring you good content. And now I got to watch where I'm going. Because that thing that starts with a T, that man that starts with T, going down the road messing with them people. Why are you messing with those people, Mr. T? Why? That is the question of the year. Why are you messing with those folks? So let's go over some updates on the warification that's going on. A lot of updates with the EpiPen files too. If he's doing this for a distraction, he ain't doing a good job. Because they're pulling more and more updates on the EpiPen files than ever. They got recordings, videos, everything. Everything. It's coming out. It's like he's distracting himself from the EpiPen files. Right? That's the code name for you know what. Because once you say words on the internet, right? Let me school y'all. When you say certain words on the internet, the AI bots zoom in on you. So if they don't know what words I'm saying, then they can't zoom in on me. Because they don't know what the EpiPen files are, but they know what the files are. But they don't know what the EpiPen files are. So I'm confusing them. Right? So stay with the class. All right. So let's get into the updates on what's going on in the warification. So Trump, the man that starts with a T, we'll call him, for the reasons I just explained to you. Okay? The man that starts with a T, who lives in a big white house, as you know who. Right? How long was I over here? Let me see. I've been on for at least, let's see, 11, since 11:30. Okay, so 11:30, 12:30 is 1 hour. Okay, all right. So, let's get into the war updates, shall we? So, Trump is urging U.S. allies to send warships to Strait of Hormuz. That's Hormuz. Everybody tapify, everybody shareify. Everything that Miss Knockout talks about in this live is all alleged. Even if it's true. Alleged is her name. Okay. Now, Trump publicly called on countries, including Britain, France, Japan, and South Korea, China, and others, to help secure the Strait of Hormuz after Iran's action effectively choked off a sharply disrupted one of the world's most critical oil shipping lanes. I got a message for you, Mr. T, going down there messing with those folks. Ain't nobody siding with you on nothing. Nothing are they siding with you on. Even if it's right at this point. People are running so far away from you Anyway, so that's the world's most critical shipping lanes. Okay, so there's reports that Trump, the man that starts with a T, I will call him Mr. T. I don't know if I want to call him Mr. T because that might be an insult to the real Mr. T, right? So the man that starts with a T said many countries should help the Strat open and that the U.S. would support and coordinate that effort. The request comes after repeated attacks on commercial shipping and escalating military strikes tied to the warification. The T-Man. Yeah, let's call him the T-Man. That's a good one, Glenn. We'll call him the T-Man. Hold on, y'all. Let me sip my coffee over here. Push this back so my coffee won't pour. So, why does the Strait, and when I say Strait, it's S-T-R-A-I-T, why does the Strait matters? The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most important energy choke points on Earth. So in other words, that's where all the energy is coming out, all the oil. Why does oil keep coming up? Because he wants to get his cold, clammy hands on it. That's what. What's up, Kiss My Grits? Hey, Kiss My Grits. What's up with y'all? Thank you so much, Kiss My Grits. Everybody come on in. We're talking about the warification. I'm giving you updates just so you know. Because we need to know what's going on in the war. Even if you don't like talking politics, we need to know what's going on in case you got to pack a bag and run in the streets like a wild banshee. With your water, your birth certificate, and the clothes on your back. Who in the comments has a backpack with your papers in it, some water, some rope, some scissors, maybe some deodorant, so you won't be out there running around funking up the town? Who got a backpack? Well, it's not a bad idea to do one. Because I'm telling you, messing with this fool, we might have to snatch that doggone bag off the doggone post and go running in the streets like wild banshee to save our own lives. Messing around with him. Okay? Thank you for joining the fan club for 300 days. Thank you, Kiss My Grits. Everybody follow Kiss My Grits. Follow J Marks. Follow everybody. We was in J Marks having a good time listening to them oldies last night. I like listening to oldies. I like all kinds of music. Kiss My Grits. I said, J Marks, you was in there spinning all around. Spinning all around. And then I got up this morning. I keep veering off track. I'm supposed to be talking about the war, right? But I keep having these thoughts. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I want to see what Mississippi's horses is doing. I said, let me find out I'm attached to Santana and Joy now. I want to go in there and see what Joy and Santana is doing. So Mississippi got these horses. The white one's name is Santana, and then she has a browner one named Joy. And then she films them, right? And then it's like, now I woke up this morning. I said, I wonder what Santana is doing. You got to film them every day, Mississippi. You got to go out there in the yard and make a post every day. Bring them clothes, talk to them, let them do little sporadic stuff. You know, just make up stuff as you go. Film them. Because I woke up this morning, I said, I want to see what Santana is doing today. He kicking that bucket away. You don't want to get fed, Santana? You kicking the bucket down the road. You know what I'm saying? I will. That's going to be fun. Yeah. You need to go out every day and film them. Start out at feeding time. And then film them. Do you ever go inside the ropes with them? Do you ever go inside? Do you ever ride them? Or what will they do if you go inside the ropes? You do? Oh, wow. Yeah, you need to film all of that, Mississippi. All right, so we're talking about the warification, and we're talking about what the man that's going down the road messing with those people is doing to mess up our lives. All right? So he's in there messing with the main energy lines that we need for our oil, the reason why the gas is going up, because he's disrupting all of this stuff. You're supposed to be making our prices go down. You making all the gas prices go up. Everybody will be riding a skateboard and a doggone city bike when it's all over, finished with you. What's up, Teresa? Risa is here, right? So what's actually happened on water? So it's being reported that multiple ships have been hit in recent days, including tankers and other commercial vessels, with fires, casualties, evacuations, and major delays. Look at that. Look at all this stuff he's causing. For what? He can't even give an explanation on why this all is going on. There's no explanation for it. What is the reason? What is the reason? He ain't got no reason. Okay? So Iraq halted all port operations at one stage, and the wider shipping industry has been surrounding alarms. And this is why the T-Man called for Allied naval support and is getting so much attention. And he's trying to turn maritime protection into a multinational mission instead of leaving it as a U.S. only burden. So this fool's trying to get everybody involved. This is our problem. This ain't everybody's problem. He gonna make me, let me get me some chips and dips. Yeah, I'm eating chips and dips again. Yes, I'm eating chips and dips. I can't leave the chips and the dips alone. Right? So he wants to get everybody involved in U.S. problems. This man. So what we got to keep the watch on? So allies have discussed options, but there have not been any clear public rollout of these options to bring this war to a closing. Fully formed coalition and affirmed commitments for all the countries. Trump named Britain and France, and they have been weighing in responses. The countries like UK, Japan, and South Korea are considering maritime responses, but the situation remains fluid. Let me take a sip of my coffee because this is too much. Like, why are we even talking about this, right? We should be talking about how good our summer is going to be. Not protecting our net. So this is not about only warships. This is about who controls one of the most important oil lanes in the country. Let me read that again. This is about who controls one of the most important oil lanes in the world. It always goes back. Notice that it always goes back to the oil. Do you notice that? Do y'all notice that everything goes back to, or is it coincidental that everywhere he's starting trouble with controls oil? Do you think that's a coincidence, y'all? Because I don't think that's a coincidence. Aileen says yes. Gas is so high and swinging here, right? Gas is skyrocketing, but it's going to go up even more because this fool is effing with the main shipping lines for the oil. He's in there fiddling and effing around with it and effing it up, right? Everywhere that he attacks has to do with oil. Venezuela, oil. Iran, oil. Iran has much oil than Venezuela. Iran's oil make Venezuela look like they just playing, baby. All right? Iran reveals 42,000 plus civilian sites damaged by the U.S.-Israeli strikes. Let me read that number again. 42,000 plus civilian sites damaged by the U.S. Because remember, Mr. T is saying, I'm getting them before they get us. No, it's not us, Mr. T. It's you. Before they get you, not us. Stop bringing us into it. Leave us out of it. We don't want to be involved in it. You're dragging us in your shiznit. We don't want to be involved in this. It's you, sir. It's you. You are the one that they want to get at, not us. So let's get that straight. So what's being claimed? The Iranian officials are saying that, hold on, more than 42,000 civilian units and sites have been damaged in the U.S.-Israeli strikes attacks, and the state-aligned report summarized remarks from the government spokesman Fatemeh. Oh, these names is really going to get me. This name, I'm going to have to sound it and spell it out. Mohajirani says 42,914 civilian units were damaged. That's another word for homes. Civilian units mean the places where civilians dwell. Homes were damaged, including 36,489 residential units and 6,179 commercial units. The USA is just doing damage beyond repair. Damage beyond repair. Because they want to get you, sir, not us. You. Okay? So, they have confirmed broad, serious civilian and cultural damage, but 42,000 is the roundabout number, and more than, how many unalignments y'all think it is? It's a lot. 1,300 unalignments, the D word, and damage to dozens of cultural sites. At least 4 World Heritage sites in Iran was damaged, and they're looking at wider destruction as time goes on. Look at all the problems you're causing, Mr. T. You reap what you sow. And I hope you get sold like a mother. You're going to get sold, sir. Why does this matter? The number itself is politically explosive because it shifts the attention from military targets to civilian targets. AKA innocent people are getting hurt because of you, sir. Innocent people getting hurt. That's like, imagine if somebody attackified us and you just sitting there in your house minding your business on TikTok, talking to your people, and then boom, bang, boom, bang, boom. Out of nowhere. It's a damn shame. A disgrace. It's a disgrace. Right? So the war is devastating over there. Homes, businesses, emergency bases, ambulances, hospitals, and cultural heritage. The man that starts with a T, in other words, he's trying to turn that place into a parking lot, baby. It's pure evil. Good afternoon, Ms. Knockout. How you feel? I'm feeling pretty good. We got the Oscars Day. We're going to come back at 4 o'clock. And we're going to talk about these Oscars and show the Oscars over here on the clock, though, not in the other places. I don't know. I might could take the Y to the TZ out and show it at other places, but I don't know how it's going to be receptive. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'll just play it safe and do it over here. But just join us. We're going to start around 4 o'clock. So I'm going to take a little break, and then we'll come back. And then we'll go from 4 to the Oscars probably going to last about... How long does the Oscars last, y'all? How long does the Oscars last? Might be about 3-4 hours, right? Somebody Google it or chat GTP it. All right. So that's the damage that man that starts with a T, 3 to 4 hours. Okay. So we're going to be 4, then it starts at 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to be online from like at least 4 o'clock to 10 at night. And I'll be on it early in the morning as I can, y'all. Early in the morning. And then tomorrow, I think I'm going to the radio station with Bobby Simmons. I don't know. When I get off, I got to call him. We'll see. Maybe next Monday. You know, we got to plan it. Okay. So, the U.S. KC-135 military plane crashed over Iraq. Did y'all hear about that? 6 soldiers were identified. So what happened? So the U.S. military KC-135 refueling aircraft crashed in western Iraq during operations linked to the war with Iran. U.S. officials said the crash was not caused by hostile fire and not caused by friendly fire. Another aircraft involved in the mission landed safely, and the cause is still under investigation. So what's the cause, Mr. T? You don't know nothing, do you? You don't know why we start the war, why the war is going on. You don't know. You don't know why things are crashing. But we do know that they trying to get at you, not us. You, sir. We do know that, don't we? You don't know nothing. So why did the plane crash? It wasn't friendly fire. It wasn't this. Well, what was it? What was it? Why are these planes crashing? This man don't know nothing. He don't even know why he got an MRI. Okay, thank you for the 20K, y'all. Thank you for the 20K. All right. So the Pentagon identified 6 American airline was unalived in the crash. 6 people that didn't have to be unalived. We got 6 people unalived. Thank you to that man that starts with a T that didn't need to be unalived. They could have been going with their life right now. He doesn't. Charlene said he don't know his age or his name either. He don't know his age. He don't know his name. He don't know if he's in the EpiPen files. He don't know. He don't know. But he does know, allegedly, that Tylenol causes autism, he says. Allegedly. We don't know that to be true. And I'm not saying that it's true. We don't give out information over here. But that's what he said. Him and that man who was the ex Harry addict with the worm in his head that he hired, that Kennedy he hired the head of health. Right? What's up, Harlem Nights? What's up with you? Okay, could call him Abaddon. Okay, basically he's Waldo. Yeah, he's Waldo. Fine Waldo. Why did that plane crash that unalived 6 soldiers? That was the fueling plane that you said it wasn't friendly fire, it wasn't this. So what was it? A bad dawn. Kiss my grits. All right. So 6 American airmen were unalived in the craft. This is so sad, y'all. This is some sad shiznick right here. They were named as Marge Alex Klinner, Captain Ariana Savano. We got women killed in this doggone thing. Technical Sergeant Ashley Pruitt, Captain Seth Koval, Captain Curtis Engs, and Technical Sergeant Tyler Simmons. What a sad thing that these people were unalived for what, Mr. T? For what? Because they want to get you? You're making sure everybody getting got. It's just disgusting to my doggone stomach. Right? So they confirmed split assignments. 3 were from the 6th Air Refueling Wing at MacDill Air Force Base in Florida, and the other 3 were from the 121st Air Refueling Wing in Rickenbacker Air National Guard Base in Ohio. So 6 people unalive because Mr. T going down there messing with them people down the road. A damn shame. These young people didn't even get to live their full life. This just pisses me off, y'all. It pisses me off. So this is not a tragic accident story. It's just like a readiness, awareness story. So it's like the people that's refueling the planes are in danger. Everybody's in danger because of that man that starts with a T. So Mr. T says Iran is ready for a ceasefire, but no deal is yet. Every time Mr. T says Iran is ready for a ceasefire, they come back and say, no, we not. No, we not. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? He just be lying. You know damn well them people ain't say Jack Dooley squat. Sir, you don't know what they said. You don't even know what you had for breakfast this morning. How you know what they said? But he rejected current proposals as insufficient. He's been saying in effect that Iran must want the war to end, but the terms on the table are not good enough. Good enough for who? For you? Because that's who they getting at. You, not us. We don't care what the terms are. We just want to end. You care what the terms are, and you don't even know what the terms are, and nor do you know what good terms are. Like I said, you probably don't even know what you had for breakfast this morning. So, he said the terms are not good enough, and at the same time, he threatened more strikes, and maintained a maximalist posture on the Iran leadership, nuclear ambitions, and missile programs. So what does this mean politically? Trump's message is a double signal. He wants credit for applying enough pressure that Iran is supposedly feeling cornered, but he does not want to look weak by taking the first deal. Sir, you need to take whatever deal you can take so we can go on with our life, sir. That's what we want to happen. Take whatever deal that they got to offer so we can enjoy our summer, please. And lower the gas prices down so these people could go to work and go where they got to go in peace and not worry about they don't have enough money to travel because you making the oil prices to shoot up to the sky. You take whatever deal you could get. Sick of them. So he doesn't want to look weak and take the first deal. So his line is basically, they may be ready, but I'm not ready unless the terms are far tougher. And the mediators, including the Middle Eastern states, have been trying to open talks, but both sides remain dug in. Now, what does Iran's position appear? Iran's foreign minister has signaled willingness to consider peace proposals that fully end the conflict, while other Iranians and aligned voices have insisted that there can be no real talks while the attacks continue. In other words, how we gonna talk to you, homie? You still bombifying our shiznit. So how we gonna talk to you when you still boom, bam, bing, bam, boom, bam, boom? All right, Mississippi. So, in other words, there's hints of openness, but no breakthrough and no public framework that both sides will accept. So there is no ceasefire deal right now. The headlines is like peace is coming, and more like both sides are testing the message of diplomacy while it's still escalating through the militaries. Right? So Trump is rejecting stuff over there. I tell you, y'all need to have a Snicker bar because this looks like it's going to be a minute. Now I believe that this fool is trying to make it last to November. Sir, this doggone thing ain't gonna last till November. To the midterms. It's not. You need to take your liquor. The midterms is coming. Now I lost my place. Mr. T is in here messing with my notes. Okay, let's see. So, there's reports that the Gulf countries, including the UAE and Bahrain, reported fresh attacks after Iran warned major Emiratis ports to evacuate. They're over there messing with Dubai and all that area. We got all those rich people there, courtesy of Mr. T. They also reported intercepts and new missiles and drone activity across the Gulf. And separate reports said that Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and the UAE all reported intercepting projectiles and stressed that they were not hosting U.S. military operations responding to Iranian accusations. So the UAE says, we ain't in this shiznit. The airport is all over the place. TSA agents not coming to work because they're not getting paid. Oh, yeah? Wow, we got to look into that. See? People got to travel for work and all this stuff. And now the TSA people ain't coming to work. And if they don't come to work and they ain't searching people, then who the heck is getting on that plane? Because I know I ain't with no security. I think not. Right? They better have somebody checking, especially now. So the Warsaw shows no longer confined to direct U.S., Iran, and Israel and Iran exchanges. The Gulf states are trying to avoid being dragged into this. But missiles, drones, port threats, and interceptions mean that the battlefield widened anyway. They caught up in the middle of it, even though they don't want to be involved. Because you going down the road messing with those people. The risks here are a miscalculation, one hit on major ports, infrastructures, energy facilities, and base can trigger a much larger regional response. In other words, by them going back and forth, they getting other people. You're getting other people's stuff. It's a shame. It's a shame. We just want to go on and enjoy our summer, and this man is messing with them people. What's up, Spooky? What's up? So we'll get into the war more. We'll get into more updates about Nancy Guthrie, David, and all that. We're going to get in that tomorrow. We're going to try to enjoy the rest of our weekend, and we want to get in Oscar mode. So it is now going on 1:30. Miss Knockout is going to take a little bit of a break. And she's going to come back at 4 p.m. I'll make a video. I'll be back at 4 p.m. Right? And I will show the red carpet. And then we will show the Oscars. Right here. Okay? Not on the Y. The Y, we're going to, because I don't know how they act on the I. Showing whole shows. I don't know. But we'll be back on The tick to the Klizak is Miss_Knockout. All right, make sure you come on over there, and we'll be over there. Aaron, hey, Charlene is here. Heidi's there. What's up, Heidi? Hey, how you doing, Heidi? Heidi was over here at 12:52. She probably came and went. What's up, Charlene? So we'll be over there showing the Oscars tonight on my TikTok, Miss_Knockout. So come on in there and enjoy the show. We'll be watching the red carpet. Everybody get your snacks and your chicken wings and your food and your chips and your dip. You know, I'm going to go in here and make me some chicken and rice, because I got to stop eating now. It's so expensive. And then we'll hit the hot topics. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Well, I'm going to try to get on there before that, right? But the landmark time is 9 a.m. And I'll be on Mel Watching the World 777 on Tuesday on the Y to the Tubesy at 7 a.m. All right, we'll be back over there, and then I'll be on the clock after I leave his show. I'll be back over here around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then the rest of the days, though, I'm gonna try to get on here at 9 o'clock or earlier, and then we'll be on the Y to the Tubesy also simultaneously. All right, so everybody come back at 4 p.m. It's been a great show. Thank you for watching. And you can watch the playback on the Y to the Tubesy if you want to. And you missed anything, you came out late. The good thing is that you can watch it back on the Y to the Tubesy. All right, now you can watch the whole show today, but usually I do like 2 hours on the Y to the Tubesy, then I continue over here on the Klizak. Okay? So everybody come on back for the red carpet and the Oscars, and I will see you later. Make sure you go and get my song on Spotify, all platforms, Knockout Coming with the Heat. All right, I'll put it in the more section on the Y to the Tubesy, and you can get it in my link tree over here. All right, and we need some more saves. Make sure you spin it, stream it, save it, share it. All right, and we'll be back at 4 p.m. today to enjoy the Oscars. All right, so I will see y'all in a little while. Go get you some snacks and come on back. All right, I will see y'all.
Is the Miss Knockout Show on the airwaves? So like, if I share, if I bless, if I the flow. Is the Miss Knockout Show? Now you already know. Hot topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for? MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beats to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat goes shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessed if I let the energy fly. Hit that tapify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the Miss Knockout Show.
Knockout Show. Hot topics, beats and the glow.
You rockin' with Miss Knockout. Let's go. Amplify, sharify, blessify, giftify, jarify, blessify, jarify, let's fuck. Came here for MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beats to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat goes shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessed if I let the energy fly. Hit that tapify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the Miss Knockout Show.
Knockout Show. Hot topics, beats and the glow.
You rockin' with Miss Knockout. Let's go. Classified, guilty by, terrified, let's fight, terrified, let's fuck.